Hello. Video log. I think it's the 6th of August, 10:07 in the morning-ish. And it's Friday. So, I am totally going to shelve exercise. I think I had a relapse, 100% relapse. And I'm 100% sure I had the 100% relapse. But it's not a complete relapse because there's still one big change. And that's that I'm not going to smoke weed now. Because I can't. If I'm not going to exercise, I can't smoke weed. Or my lungs will collapse. And I don't want any of that to happen. My lungs collapsed like 4 times last summer, but I never talked about it for some reason. It always happened like, it woke me up. It would always happen in the morning, like when I'm in the deepest sleep. And the next thing I know, I'm like, like you inhale and exhale, and I keep feeling like I can barely get any oxygen, and it feels like at any moment like a flap will close and I can't get any oxygen, and of course at that point you die. But then it happened really bad once. It was between my 2 COVID shots, Moderna. It was doing that, and then I stood up, and I was actually like standing up out in the living room just in case I passed out, like my roommate would see me in the hallway or hear me. And it was so loud, the breathing, that he actually ran out of his room, like I was dying. It was like, it sounded just like that, only 10 times louder. And I haven't seen my doctor or called the hotline to find out exactly what was happening, but I think it was a lung collapse. So I blame that on weed. Because the night before, the last time it happened, I smoked like way too much weed, like right before I went to sleep. So I think I can get away with not exercising if I'm not smoking weed. At least I'm going to give it a try. Another thing is I'm not used to working on my website sober. I haven't done that in forever, and so I think if I'm sober, I'll be able to, I won't be nearly as ambitious. So the days of me starting new projects are over because I'm not ambitious enough, because I'm not smoking weed. So, I could get all kinds of ideas of stuff that I would like to do, like new projects, but I won't act on them, like I collected all of and I hope I still have the folder, because that's another thing. I have to organize my photos and make sure they're all backed up, because I'm not totally sure I backed them all up on my external, and yeah. But I collected all of the photos, so maybe I didn't even organize them, that I could find from Orbit City, from the Jetsons. I was going to recreate Orbit City on Atlantis, and then build all kind of stuff on the bottom. Like, I was going to have Orbit City on the top, and then on the bottom I was going to have the recreation of like swim run event from like the big one, I guess, from Norway. And then even do that, and then I was going to recreate that on Google Earth on Lake Granby. I'm a endurance sports culturalist, meaning to say I support endurance sports and I help develop endurance sports, but I don't actually participate in any of that stuff. I don't actually lift weights or exercise at all, because I don't have the time, and I don't have the motivation. I'm not that type of athlete. Like, if I'm out of shape and stuff, it's no fun to get good exercise, and I'm distracted anyway. My mind might change once I sober up, but you can save time if you cut all of the exercise out. and I use enough spare time anyway. This morning, my mom came and was hanging out with me. I got up at like 9, but she came, so I was hanging out with her, showing her my house and talking and stuff. Because she went swimming at my condo complex, so she just came over here. So yeah, I guess I have a relapse. I'm not going to work on the website for a while though, because 110%, which means level 11, I'm going to be working on my studio. So that's the only thing I care about. Get up at like 9. I'm not a morning person. I wake up at like with the crack of dawn, but that's when I'm the most relaxed. That's like the only time in the day when I'm physically totally relaxed. So that's when I get like probably half of my rest is when I'm like conscious and awake, but just resting in bed. And then yeah. So yesterday was the day I went to. Yesterday was the day that I started the day on tech support with Elgato because my Stream Deck was like broken, and I sent them this report. There's this utility that I had them run, and then I sent it to them, and they were going to analyze it to see if my Elgato Stream Deck's really broken, which I think it is. And then they'll give me an email later on today or on Monday, or I'll call them. And then I send them my Elgato Stream Deck, and they'll send me another one. They have a year warranty. I got it a couple months ago, but I never fixed it. And that's why you want to check this stuff after you buy it, just to make sure, right after, just to make sure it works. And to make sure you got the right thing. Because I bought these other things, but I found out they were wrong. I got HDMI to SDI when I should have got SDI to HDMI, but by the time I found out, because I was distracted, like renovating my place, that it was too late to send it back to Amazon, and so I lost like $50. They were like $25 each. So now I've got these. I threw them away. I had no use for them. I just threw them in the trash, I think. So I'm luckily, I didn't wait more than a year, because that Elgato Stream Deck was like a lot. It was like $250 or something. I can't remember. But I can fiddle around with it a little bit because I have an Elgato Stream Deck. I just don't have the XL, the one that I'm going to send back. And hopefully it won't take that long. Hopefully I can get it right back to me, because that's really what I need to totally hone my studio. But so I did that, and then but before that I had to go to the store, Best Buy, to buy the adapter, because they wanted me to try it with a dedicated adapter, but I got the wrong one. So I had to go back to the store to get the right one, and that's when I went into Home Depot also, and I got some screws that I thought I needed for my closet, guest room closet, and I went to my mom, and then I went there with her. I was hanging out with her at her house yesterday, and then I came back and had to go back down there to get a screwdriver, because I stripped out the screw with my regular screwdriver. I had to get a Type 3 screwdriver, which I didn't own. I think my roommate had one, but he took it with him. So I had to buy another one of those. But then when I tried to finish putting the closet on, it didn't fit, so I had to take the piece back to get it grinded down to fit the runner on the top, because my room closet is too narrow. It's narrower than 8 feet. So my doors only close if you like push them, and then they like pop in. So you really pretty much can't really close them all the way, but it's okay. It's the same color as the paint of the room, so it looks nice. So that took all day, and then by the end of it, it was the end of the day. I didn't have any more time to continue working, so that's all I did. I did tech support, bought a bunch of things at the store, did a bunch of errands, and then installed the closet, and hung out with my mom over at her house a little bit. So not the most productive day. What was I gonna say? I forgot. So today I'm doing my video outside right now because my washer is going. I'm cleaning the sheets. Yesterday I got my bed in the mail. It was like a memory foam box spring mattress rolled into one, and it came in this small box. But when I took it out of the box, it just inflated itself, like before my eyes, really quickly into this full bed. It was crazy. And I also got the bed frame, which I didn't have time to put together. So after I do this video, I'm gonna put the bed frame together and put the bed on, and then dry the sheets and then put them on the bed. Oh no, my mom's gonna buy a mattress cover first, and then I'll put them on. But then I'm ready to try to get a roommate. It'll have to be a roommate who's cool with me being here all the time, because I'm done with the whole exercise stuff. I'm just going to be in my room, but I'll have my room closed. It'll be as though I'm not here. It was the same as with my other roommate. My other roommate took over the whole house. He was bouncing around all day, every day, because most of the time he wasn't working. And I was just in my room with my door closed, so I wasn't even here. After I put that bed together, I have to fix the flat on my road bike. I noticed it had a flat. And then I also have to fix the flat on my other road bike. That's the road bike that I rode to the store with. I got a flat on the way back and had to walk back yesterday. So then when I went back to the store, I went with the electric bike. I went there like 3 times. Luckily, the electric bike didn't get a flat. It did get a flat the last time I went down there, though, and had to walk back. So there's like glass all over the road between here and downtown. I keep getting flats. Although I didn't get the flat on this road bike from going downtown. I got it from going on a ride in the mountains. Luckily, it finished the flat after I got home. Or maybe I rode to my mom's house. Yeah, I think that's when I got the flat. Anyway, so after I put the bed together, I'm going to go into my room, and I'm sober now, so my brain works better, and just figure out my studio backwards and forwards, inside and out. ATEM Mini Extreme, Hyperdeck, all the monitors that I have connected to it, a Rodecaster Pro, a mixer, Elgato Stream Deck, and plug everything in. I'm not going to get myself involved in any super time-consuming projects like prepping videos and renaming. The thing that I was doing before I started getting back on this, because I did relapse for a couple of days to the website. That's what I call it, the website, but it's these photos of Boulder. All the historical photos of Boulder. These new historical photos of Boulder, I was going to name them and then plug them into my main collection of photos, because I got another dump of photos. I've been getting my historical photos of Boulder from all these different places. Like, I'd find a new website, and then I would see a couple photos that I don't think I saw before, and so, I'm doubling up a lot of photos, so I'm basically memorizing every single historical photo from Boulder. But that's like that categorizes as a time-consuming actual project, which I'm not going to touch that. And I might later, but because now I'm not smoking weed, I could probably physically get away with not exercising. But the main reason why I'm not going to train exercise anymore is because I don't have the money. I'm critical now. I'm well past $10,000 credit card debt. And I'm not paying my credit cards off. I'm just paying the interest. So my mom wants me to get a job, but I'm not going to solve that problem by getting a job. I'm going to solve that problem by fixing my studio, and then I'll start doing vlogs. I'll start doing, like, incorporating my studio with writing. That's when I'll start training again, when the studio's ready. So it's all one unit, and I'm going to be uploading videos to my main channel. So, but I don't know how long that's going to take, because I might go into the website too, just to fix surface level stuff, make sure links are fixed, make sure Google Earth files are linked, and make sure all that stuff's backed up, and also make sure that I've explained myself, because I never actually finished explaining myself on my front page. If you read my front page of my website, by the time you get to the end of it, of my explanation, it's 13 pages worth. It kind of peters off, and I kind of stopped talking because the things that I was referencing weren't even done. And so, everything on my website's connected. So, and it's just lists. So I'm like, yeah, I did this and that. You know what I mean? So that might trigger me to go ahead and just go full force with the website again, which doesn't matter. I mean, if I can physically get away with it, I'll do it. I'm an endurance sports culturalist. I'm not an actual participant. My knee hurts. I went on the ride the other day and I was stretching. The day that I stretch, I did like, what do you call them, butterfly stretch, and my knee popped, like my right knee. And then yesterday my right knee was hurting, like I can't kneel. I'm not worried about any of that stuff. Because if you want to strengthen your knee, whenever I hear somebody say something like, oh, I can't do it in my knee, I'm thinking to myself, well, just exercise. Like you can get your stuff strengthened. It's like the knee over toes guy. Like, wasn't he like crippled or something? So, I don't think you're ever too old to get back in shape, especially if when you get back in shape, you just focus all of your time on it, 100% of your day. As long as you're not too old, you can do it. My mom is doing really well. She's been swimming like every day. I might call her later on to go riding, but if she swam, maybe she wouldn't have to get on a bike ride. There's the mount, the phone mount on my bike. Next time I go on a bike ride, I'm going to put my phone on my bike because, I don't know, maybe I haven't figured out my watch. Maybe I need to learn it more, but my watch doesn't connect. It needs the internet to play music, but my phone doesn't. So from now on, I'm not even going to bring my watch with me, Apple Watch. I'm just going to program just choose which music to listen to with my phone on Apple Music. But I think I'm going to cancel Apple Music. I pay $30 a month because I have Apple Music and Apple News, which I will utilize, but that's only when I start getting into the groove, and I'm out of the groove now. I'm just working on my stuff, so I think I'm going to cancel that. I have to go into hunker down mode with money, which is fine. As long as I don't have to work, I'm happy. Just hang out in here and figure out that studio. Maybe it'll go by quicker than I think, but right now I'm just on long version. It'll take like a month to figure out that studio, but then it'll take another like 6 months to prepare the studio, because I'll probably get a little bit ambitious and plug in all the different stuff that I need. Like I'm gonna pre-make Google Earth videos. For example, all this tribes in history, I already have zoom in and zoom outs of the tribe and the capital cities, and the panoramas of them. But I may not have done that for all of the all the other things I built on Google Earth. So I'm going to prepare that, and then I can plug that into my studio, and then start doing a show that's going to be the best ever. Anyways, there's too much lawn mowing going on, so I think that's my day. Talk to you tomorrow.